Chilliz sort of is a low-position coin with the ticker CHZ that, for the most part, has a truly present worth of $0.064131 and a market capitalization of $455,912.02, which generally is very huge. Digital currencies really have most certainly lengthy past the reason behind being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors in an essentially large way. These days, it's a resource class that is considerably directed and, surprisingly, embraced as legitimate delicate, which especially is genuinely huge. Some huge speculation banks even gain Chilliz and really other digital currencies as a group to generally safeguard their resources under administration, against the running expansion that handicaps the conventional monetary business sectors, or so they especially thought. Presently, now is the ideal time to uncover our short, mid, and in every practical sense, long-haul expectation of the advancements on the CHZ market that basically depend on the readings of our really exceptional crypto unpredictability record that assists us with checking the market opinion and expect where and which the market plans to go, which certainly is genuinely critical. At this point, the cost of Chilliz basically is $0.064131, while the coin as of now for the most part winds up at 64th spot in the general positioning, which generally is genuinely critical. The said positioning essentially is assessed based on the resource's kind of present value that fundamentally is increased by its especially current market capitalization, a recipe that generally is applied all through every monetary market, which especially is very huge. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions, so our clients in a real sense get the most pertinent information with respect to the exhibition of computerized assets in their portfolios, showing how some especially huge venture banks even by and large get Chilliz and truly other digital forms of money as a group to essentially safeguard their resources under administration, against the jogging expansion that disables the customary monetary business sectors, as opposed to prevalent thinking. It's likewise essential to generally consider the verifiable information that permits shaping a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its course, which especially is genuinely critical. On August 18, the cost of Chilliz especially was at $0.062921 toward the finish of the exchanging timeframe, during which the cost change fundamentally added up to 0.74%. 7 days prior, on August 12, CHZ explicitly was esteemed at $0.075362, which explicitly intends that from that point forward, the cost most certainly has sort of vacillated by 0%. A month prior, on July 19, the market member laid out the cost of Chilliz at $0.079119. Subsequently, the coin for the most part has made an 18.94% move to generally arrive at its essentially present standings. The examination of market capitalization sort of conveys pretty equivalent significance in both digital currency and conventional business sectors, which truly is very critical. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology for the most part is utilized to decide the truly generally position and ubiquity of computerized resources and stocks, for example, which certainly is genuinely huge. Changes in market capitalization really certain are kind of negative, especially or additionally demonstrative of the manner by which the said market could fundamentally be going, as well as the resources especially potential for making gains or posting misfortunes in both short and especially long-haul viewpoints, which truly is very critical. This kind of specific especially metric essentially is additionally used to check the predominance of Chilliz comparable to the remainder of the digital currency market, the progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future exhibition. To fundamentally decide the in every practical sense current market capitalization of CHZ, we basically duplicate the circling supply, the boundary that will by and large be truly made sense of later by the fundamentally present worth of the cryptographic money under audit, which basically is genuinely huge. Starting today, the market capitalization of Chilliz remains at $455,912.02, which shapes the reason for really present, most certainly positioning was referenced before, which certainly is very critical. Recently, on August 18, CHZ for the most part had a market capitalization of $447,310,634 in a kind of significant manner. Keep going week, on August 12, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to was recorded at $535,740 when 538, which in a real sense is very critical. A month prior, on July 19, The market worth of Chilliz in every practical sense was evaluated to sort of be $562.115, essentially 740 when. Total stock considers the quantity of coins that in every practical sense have previously been delivered by different means, for example through mining, or so the sort of thought. These digital currencies can be utilized either for extremely dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with caretakers. This essentially metric additionally figures the coins that, for the most part, have been eliminated through the interaction called consuming, which fundamentally is applied to control the expansion rate, which in every practical sense is genuinely huge. At this point, the very all-out supply of Chilliz basically is laid out at 888 CHC. Amazingly, ultimately, the circling supply basically is utilized to, in a real sense, work out the market capitalization and explicitly survey the coins ongoing remaining in the positions, which basically is very critical. It indicates the certainly generally measure of CHZ that for the most part is buy and buy exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that in a real sense are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly especially put unavailable for general use for reasons unknown, or so they certainly thought. It's by and large accepted that digital currencies that for the most part have a flowing stockpile between 60 million and 150 million generally are the most appropriate for genuinely long-haul speculation, since they sort of are generally genuinely liable to see the value in esteem over a lengthy timeframe, potentially many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate in an unpretentious manner. At this crossroads, Chilliz basically has a circling supply of 7,190,45988 coins. Also, certainly high exchanging volume normally features that the liquidity explicitly is streaming into that market, which shows the in every practical sense general revenue in the digital currencies and guarantees pretty smooth execution of exchanges, or so they sort of thought. Nonetheless, it should by and large be really noticed that the information connected with the continuous exchanging volume isn't that essentially reasonable for making long-haul cost expectations. However, it ordinarily gives important knowledge into the very current market circumstance. In this manner is pivotal for short and mid-term cost figures did by our in every practical sense restrictive calculation, which is genuinely critical. A savvy digital money financial backer mustn't ignore this truly metric while picking passage or leave point. The guideline here certainly is to generally get into the activity when the volume sort of begins to rise, when the cost for the most part is pushing out of the combination region, and especially leave the boat once the volume starts to drop after an impressive meeting. Certainly further appearance how most certainly keep going weak. On August 12th, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to truly was recorded at $535.740 when 538, which in a real sense is genuinely huge. It's even sort of better assuming those cost moves by and large occur in the areas that truly harmonize with generally high volume,